Hello again. My name is Carri Wohlwend, and I'm here to talk about my country music creative process. Today, I am going to continue on from my last conversation about determining the idea. I shared that the idea is hugely important in storytelling, especially in country music, but in all forms of storytelling. This is where the arts begin to blend between one and another. But in the first video, I talked about keywords and how they're super important. And the story itself begins to reveal the intended emotion behind it. We want to consider, as a storytellers, what is the most impactful emotion we can include in this story. For example, sadness or joy. If I'm writing a Christmas song, maybe I don't want it to be a super sad Christmas song. Or if I'm making a song about loss, something that you might hear at 3 a.m. in the club in Las Vegas is not a good choice. So once we determine the story, we want to choose a matching emotion for that story. In my opinion, we want to choose the most impactful emotion for the story that's going to connect with the audience. Once we do that, um, once we've chosen our emotional angle, we should center around that one feeling. Okay, whether it's heartbreak or nostalgia, pride or faith. There's Lizzie again. Hi, Lizzie. Longing, small town joy, or even regret. Whatever it is, we should try not to chase too many different emotions at once. The audience is going to get confused. But even more, and this is where I'll go into the discussion of composition of the music itself, is that the music really should follow one emotion. It's much easier to compose, although for longer works, or maybe a film, we're going to have several emotions. But for the 3-minute song we're trying to make, we only have to have one emotion, mostly. Okay, some stories do require more than one emotion, but we want to be clear about what do we want to leave the audience with in that particular moment. Now, once we do that, um, this is where my consideration of the music really comes into play, like I said. So if I am writing one of my favorite last call type of country music, those are the types that you might hear in the bar at the end of the night where people really want to be with someone they love and they're feeling sadness and it's a slow time of day. There's not a lot of action and those kinds of songs really lend itself well to that time of night. Okay, that's where I would consider putting in certain instruments, and that's where composition comes into play. So, for a really sad country song, my favorite part of them is the steel guitar, the wailing steel guitar, the crying of that, the sadness of it, the mournfulness of that. And so, I'm really going to focus in here now. After the idea has been chosen, we've narrowed down the emotion. We want to connect it to the music. But for now, I'm going to stop there for this video. So, choosing your emotion, aligning it with the idea is the second idea here for this video series. And I will be back with more. Hopefully, Lizzie is asleep when that happens. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody.